he always makes me feel bad because when I do both jobs, I don't get a chance to get to the gym. So are you here to make me feel guilty or?
I just make you feel, tell you how it is. You're soft.
Wow. Did you hear that? So, Holly, one of the fun things about working out with Dave over at Explosive Sports Performance is we get into some great conversations. And what's popped up recently is how broken our healthcare system is, because a lot of times people have been to this doctor and that doctor, and then they finally come to Dave looking for some kind of answer. So, Dave, what are people coming to you for? What do you find?
Well, the most thing is they're just not getting the relief. So we're doing basic things that aren't getting people better.
Like simple injuries, not really?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Simple injuries. So like when you go in through an ankle injury, what's the first thing everybody does?
Ice.
There you go. What is the worst thing to do? Ice. And rest it. The body doesn't. Yeah, the body doesn't want to sit there. It wants to move. Now, you have to be smart about it, and you have to elevate it and move it. But I've had case studies over the last probably 20 years since doing this. 300 athletes come in to my facility who have had ankle sprains. Every single one of them has gotten back quicker, sometimes 2, 3, 4 weeks faster than what they were told. Why? Because we didn't do it the way everybody told us to. It was quick, fast. The human body has to work with the mind. So the mind, if I put ice on it, ice automatically tells me to slow the human process down. You want to get swelling out, but you want to do it natural. Yes, but you want blood flow naturally. And you want to get the swelling out naturally, not through ice.
So, Holly, what did we always learn? Like when your kid got injured, rice, right? Rest,
yeah, absolutely.
Rest, was it rice is rice?
Yeah,
rest,
ice, compression, elevation.
Okay, Dave has one called MEC. What's MEC?
Movement, elevation, compression. Move it right away, elevate it, compress it.
So what do you say to the person that says it hurts too much, it's going to just hurt more if I do that?
It will hurt at first. So I had a gentleman who came in, he iced it, he had a knee issue, iced it for 5 straight days, could not walk into my facility, hobbled in. He could not lift his leg. He laid on his side. I had him try to test him to bring his leg up on the side. He could not do it. He sent me a video 3 hours later. He could easily move his leg up from the exercises that I gave him, but yet 5 days of ice and rest did not work.
Didn't do anything. Wow.
So if somebody gets injured, like immediately, say I walk out of this door right here and twist my ankle, sprain my ankle, which is very likely, by the way.
Could happen, yeah.
Very likely. What's your immediate response to an injury?
Yeah, so get down on the ground, elevate it, and then start moving it. Start just pumping the foot forward and back. So if it's an ankle, that's all you have to do, because the swelling is what heals the body. That's what people misinterpret. The swelling is the blood flow going to that area to heal it. You're not doing anything. The body automatically knows how to heal itself. We just have to guide in the right direction. We do the exact opposite. We always, in everything in healthcare, we do opposite of what the human body wants to do. Take a pill. That's not solving the issue. We have to get to the root cause. Yes, and we're just not doing it. And that's why healthcare system, I call it sick care. We're not healing anybody. We're just doing worse to these people out there.
Well, it's been frustrating because I had a big back injury last year. You kind of helped me through that. But when you get into the system, and Holly can attest to this, you feel like it's fast food. All right, go meet this person, stand here, and then you wait 45 minutes to see somebody for 5 minutes at best.
I've been pretty public at this point that I am so done with like general practitioners.
You can't even find them, like in your case, Holly.
I mean, I get that the average checkup is necessary, right? But when you go in there and they hand you a stack of paperwork saying, well, you got to go to this person, this person, this person.
Right.
In this day and age, I can do that on my own. Like, just send me the checklist. I don't need to wait for a referral for this and this and blah, 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 blah. But then it goes back to healthcare.
Dave did some research. You were telling me in the gym the other day. You actually went into emergency room.
Correct.
What'd you do?
So I went in just to observe. I had somebody who was over there. They said, hey, I want to stop over because I've been hearing over the last couple of weeks that some of these lines that people have been waiting 10, 12 hours in emergency rooms.
Wow.
And so I said I went over it. So I just sat there and just watched and observed and talked. And it's amazing how long people sit there and how slow the process is. And I tell people it's on both. It's on the healthcare system, the sick care system that's not functioning correctly, but it's also on us. We're not taking care of ourselves. There's no reason you have that many people going to the emergency room. Emergency room is for if I get shot, I'm in an accident,
well, that's
trauma.
A little extreme.
No, but I really mean that. That's
trauma.
what the emergency room
well, they're
is. It's
overwhelmed.
For trauma.
Yeah, and they're
it
overwhelmed.
Should not be for everyday things, but we're all going there because
for
there's nowhere else to go. And it's minor things that we should be taking care of. Wow. The human body was meant to heal in 3 phases. I talk about it spiritually, mentally, and physically. If we understand how the mental and the spiritual work with the physical, the healing process is simple.
We're speaking with Dave Brixius, my trainer and fitness guru. Hold that thought, because you said there was somebody in the ER. Was it a heart attack or something?
Yes.
Hang on,
We'll
talk about that in a second. It's now 6:14.
Prescription.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, and you're having a good time.
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Seems like there's more identity theft in the news every day.
Another major healthcare breach was reported today, resulting in the exposure of
1 in 4 consumers have been a victim of identity.
That's because there are endless places that could accidentally expose you to identity theft, in a breach, or simply by mistake. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
With Honey Nut Cheerios, you don't have to sacrifice taste to achieve your heart health goals. So maybe you do the motivating thing, brewing the perfect cup of artisanal coffee. But definitely do the easy one, having a tasty and convenient breakfast with your loved ones. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by going to Cheerios.com and picking up a box wherever you shop for cereal. 3 grams of soluble fiber daily from whole grain oat foods like Cheerios cereal in a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of heart disease. Specially marked Cheerios varieties provide 0.75 grams per serving.
Every day when you log into ChumbaCasino.com, the ultimate online social casino, you get a free daily bonus. Imagine if you got daily bonuses in other parts of your life.
I chose French fries over loaded French fries.
I asked Stuart from accounting about his weekend, even though I don't care.
I updated my operating system without having to call tech support.
Collect your free daily bonus at ChumbaCasino.com now. And live the Chumba life. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Waiting for dinner? Heat things up with Golden Nugget Online Casino. With hundreds of the hottest games, Golden Nugget lets you live it up in your downtime on classics like Cleopatra or exclusive games only found on Golden Nugget Online Casino. Forget about waiting. Let our slots bring the excitement while your dinner simmers and say hello to your golden era. New players can get $77 instantly in casino site credits. All you have to do is sign up with promo code GOLDENHEART. That's promo code GOLDENHEART. And deposit just $7 to get $77 in casino site credits. Make any moment golden with promo code GOLDENHEART on Golden Nugget Online Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older. Physically present in Pennsylvania only. Eligibility and other restrictions apply. 1 per new customer. Max reward of $77 in site credits that expire in 168 hours. See site for reward playthrough requirements and terms at goldennuggetcasino.com/welcome.
The fall season. We don't have to let it happen yet. Because summer doesn't stop in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You can still get out and enjoy 60 miles of beach's newest foodie haven with over 2,000 restaurants and have endless fun at hundreds of attractions. Hold on to that sweet summer feeling a little longer at the beach. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Plan your trip at visitmyrtlebeach.com. That's visitmyrtlebeach.com.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie, and one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
For those in recovery, support from friends and family often leads to better outcomes. Here's to those who are essential to helping people find their path to recovery. Visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose for information about treatment options and how to support those experiencing addiction.
We all belong outside. We're drawn to nature, whether it's the recorded sounds of the ocean we doze off to, or the succulents that adorn our homes. Nature makes all of our lives, well, better. Despite all this, we often go about our busy lives removed from it. But the outdoors is closer than we realize. With All Trails, you can discover trails nearby and explore confidently. With offline maps and on-trail navigation, download the free app today and make the most of your summer with All Trails.
Whether you're looking to affirm your faith, grow in your daily walk with Christ, or simply give comfort to others, In Touch Radio Network provides biblical teaching you can trust. Featuring daily devotions, the sermons of Dr. Charles Stanley, and our Spanish station, En Contacto. The In Touch Radio Network will lift you up throughout your day. Listen anytime. Just search In Touch on your iHeartRadio app.
It is 6:20, 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. Hi there, it's Tom Russell from CBS 21 Television, alongside Holly Love and our special guest this morning, my friend Dave Brixius, who's my trainer, my workout guy. And we're talking about, instead of healthcare, Dave calls it sick care. So you were telling us before the break, you actually went to an ER just to observe. And one of the ones you saw was actually a heart attack? Is that what it was?
Yes, a guy was brought in an ambulance by a heart attack. And 6 hours later, he was still in the waiting room.
6 hours?
Yeah, about that.
Wow. And like Holly mentioned, sometimes it's just a staffing issue.
Yes.
But it's also,
did he get a bed within those 6 hours?
No, he was still in the waiting room.
Seriously?
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Now, they monitored him because they have a person who monitors, throughout the ER.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy that floats around the ER?
And he checks your vitals and stuff. And he has a timer or whatever that you've been there for whatever amount of time.
Really? Wow. Was it wall-to-wall people?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, packed. And when one person would go back after so many hours, and there would be 5 more people coming in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're so overwhelmed inside
And
ERs.
I feel bad for the workers.
They do what they're supposed to do and to the best of their ability.
So we wanted to have Dave on real quick because he talks about avoiding even going to the ER. Let's get ourselves better and stay out of the system if we can. So one of the things that came up at the gym the other day, we were talking about RFK and RFK Jr., and he's been very vocal about healthcare and that they're not really in it for your best interest. And one of the subjects that came up was sunscreen. So what's your take on sunscreen?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I stopped using it about 3-4 years ago. And I'm out in the sun all the time in the summer teaching classes. And what I do is, instead of putting sunscreen on, I'll just put a shirt on, a long sleeve shirt. Wear that. Once I start to feel like, hey, it's enough sun exposure, or I put a hat on. But see, people aren't willing to do that because it is uncomfortable. You do get hot. I mean, it was in the 90s. Yeah. He was sweating, but that's part of life.
But I remember growing up, and maybe Holly can attest to this, when I was growing up, and it wasn't about sunscreen, it was about getting a deeper tan, like with Hawaiian Tropic or something, right? So, as long
as you weren't rubbing Crisco on your body.
No, but Dave, you're right. I mean, we didn't really use sunscreen, and sunscreen has chemicals in it. The other thing I read is that because it does block the sun, it actually blocks or limits vitamin D.
Yes. So vitamin D is very, very important. And the best way to get it is through natural sunlight. It's not through supplements. Yes, if you have to get it through a supplement, fine, through a pill, whatever. But it's the sun is what rejuvenates you. Let's be honest. Right. If you don't have sun, what's going to last? We're trying to block the sun now. We talk about that all the time. You and I, Tom.
That's crazy.
What happens? What happens? Everything's going to die. The sun is a life-saving thing, so it's good for us as well. It actually revitalizes us. How many people are in better moods when it's sunny out compared to when it rains?
Preach.
No, say it.
So why do we think the sun's a bad thing? The sun is good. We just have to know how to manage it with our own personal self without putting all this toxic stuff onto our bodies.
All right, we got a minute left here, Dave. What are you seeing, and what is your advice to people, as we get older? Things hurt. What should we do?
So just because they hurt doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's telling you that, hey, I forgot to do something to continue to keep my body in XY shape. So if you go back to when you're 18 and you could run forever, what makes the difference as you get older? Is it because you aged or because you stopped doing the things that made you do those things extremely well? Does the body know anything about age? Does it know Tom Russell is 40 years old right now? No, it does not know. Yes. It doesn't know any of that. It doesn't. We are the ones who destroy it. We're the ones who are at fault. You have to keep all the 3 things that I keep talking about all the time, the Earth Strong principles, the spiritual, the mental, and the physical. If you keep them right and balanced, you can live a very long, healthy life without very minimal complications. I had a great aunt who was 100 years old a week before she passed away. Okay, she passed away pretty much in her sleep. She was swimming.
Wow.
She had 0 issues. She never complained of pain. So tell me what makes her different. Nothing. She just kept herself active, took care of herself, ate right, did all the things you're supposed to do as we're supposed to be as human beings, and she lived a great life.
His name is Dave Brixius. He's completely nuts, but he's my friend, and I appreciate being here.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on.
Yeah, thanks for what you do to keep people healthy. So, all right, Holly Love, this means we got to do a workout here as Dave
I'm fine with that. Let's do a little yoga this morning. Chair yoga, right? That works too.
I'm sitting in it right now. 6:24 now.
Don't miss our